Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will describe our project Doctor Care web application. Firstly, we describe the project idea, then how it look like and those functionality will perform. We build this project for the participation in Therap Java Fest. The name of our team is Braincash. This team we have two members, Mohammad Rakibul Hassan and myself Mohammad Orun Sani. Therapy is one of the most leading software development industry in Bangladesh. So we are very thankful to Therap for such kinds of this fest, and it is the best opportunity for the undergraduate student like us to explore the software development world. I deeply appreciate my member for the showing relentless effort in this project. Alongside, I have done front end with HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and box icon. Now, I would like to describe the project summary. Before 10 years back, if we say we need to go doctor far away from home, but technology changed this situation. We no longer go to hospital in a person. Now, suffering is no more. As we have done, made this software doctor care web app which will help the patient to have health care and aids in online. It will help the user to have medical services. Now I want to show some impacts. Key point, those are save time and remove hassle, medical cost, reduce infrastructure damage, and save medical information. In describe, in a traditional system, the patient may lose their prescription for this doctor where unable to view the patient previous report. But in our system, all information are saved in a doctor care app database. This app has an immense possibility that will save the time, app remove hassle, and also cost. Since last month, along with my teammate, I have worked on this app and make this possible. Now I would like to request to Rakib describe rest. Thank you.
Thanks on Sanibhai for switching with me. As my team member has already mentioned our project name, which is Doctor's Care, where I have mostly worked in the backend using Java. The technologies I used were Spring Boot, Spring Security, WebSocket, Hibernate, and MySQL. And to integrate frontend with backend, I have used Thymeleaf and Ajax. Now I would like to start my project demonstration. First of all, here we can see that it is our Doctor's Care homepage. From here, the users can know about our services. In our Doctor's Care application, there are three types of users can log in. They are patient, doctor, and admin. Each of the users need an account to be able to be logging into their account. So let's assume that we don't have any account for patient or doctor. So let's sign up first as patient. In our patient sign up, there are many fields to be filled. So let's fill this. From now on, I'll be fast forwarding this. So our patient sign up page all form is fill up successful. Let's submit it. After submitting, we can see that sign up request is successful. Now we need to active our account by clicking on the active account link from our email. So let's check our email. So here we can see that there is a Doctor's Care account verification email. So if we click on this link, the account will be activated. So to test, let's first try to log in. So now you can see, as we have not yet activated our account, so we can't log in. So let's active our account. After the account is verified and activated, now we can log in into our account. So let's try to log in again. So now we can see we have successfully signed in into our account. Now here we can see the patient has many functionalities, like the patient can see their profile, they can log out. Also in the sidebar there are also many functionalities. In these functionalities they can do many things. So let's view what are the functionalities. Here we can see there is appoint doctor, today's appointments, meet doctor, prescriptions, doctor tips and save tips. Let's view those one by one. First of all, in the home page we can see the patient's dashboard has many important informations like today's appointments, today's prescriptions, total doctor tips and today's upcoming appointments. Also in the all-time top 3 doctors, we'll be able to see all-time top 3 doctors when there is any doctor is top 3. As currently there is no top 3 doctors, so this field is empty. Now let's appoint a doctor. In the F1 doctor, there we can see there are many specialist type. There are skin medicine or COVID support or so on. So for testing purpose, we'll be signing up with a new doctor. So let's sign up a new doctor. So I'll be signing up as doctor and log in into doctor. So from now I'll be fast forwarding it. So here is a interesting thing that we have lost our or we have forgotten our password. So we can click on forgot password and use our email to change our password. So there will be a OTP that in our that will be in our email. So let's fill up with this OTP. After submitting, now we can see there is a new password option. So let's change our password. So we have successfully changed our password. Let's log in now. Now we can see we have successfully logged in into our account, and from now on I'll be going through our patients. So let's refresh our page and let's see if there is the new doctor yet. Yeah, now we have an option of doctor 4. Let's appoint doctor 4. Now from doctor for appointment phase, we can get select our desired appointment time and get the appointment. After clicking on appointment, it will take us to the SSL wireless payment gateway, from where we can pay the payment. If the payment is successful, it will redirect us to the successful page. So we can see the payment is successful, and now we have successfully appointed the doctor. From today's appointment, we can see the list of today's appointments. Now to meet doctor, we have to click on meet doctor. From here we can see there is an appointment countdown, as it is not 3:30 p.m. yet. When it is 3:30 p.m., we will be able to talk with our doctors. So I'm going to configure my Heroku server so that this time is set to 3:30 p.m. range. Let's go to our Heroku server and change our time zone. I'll be fast forwarding it. Now, after successfully configuring our Heroku server, now the time is set to 3:30 p.m. In this time zone, the patients can meet with the doctor, like they can talk with the doctor. So let's say this patient is trying to talk with the doctor. So we can see we can talk with the doctor. For time limit, I'll be giving the prescription without proper conversation. Let's give the prescription to the patient. So from the doctor's side, the doctor can write the patient's prescription from here. So we can see we have successfully given a prescription to the patient. From patient side, if the patient click on view prescriptions, the patient can see this prescription, or the patient can also print the prescription from here. Now, after successful conversation with the doctor, the patient can view their prescription logs. They can see all of their prescriptions from there. Now, the doctors may write some patient's tips. So, from these doctor tips, the patients can view all the doctor tips. They can like, or they can also comment here. If the patient likes the post, then they can also save the post. From save tips, the patients can see all the save tips, or they can unsave it. So this was the patient's part. Now let's go to our doctor's part. Like as patient, the doctors in the doctor's dashboard, the doctors have many options like today's appointments, today's prescriptions, or total doctor tips. These are the basic information for the doctors. They can also see that today's upcoming appointments or the all-time top 3 doctors. From today's appointments, they can see all the appointments for today. From meet patient, they can meet the patient. Another thing is the doctors can only chat with the patient for 30 minutes. Also, the patient can meet with the doctor for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, they will be able to talk with the doctors. So let's go back to our doctors. Now after meet patient, there is prescriptions. From prescriptions, the doctors can view all the prescription that he has given in the past. After prescriptions, there is doctor tips. In the doctor tips, they can view all the doctor tips that is given by any other doctors, or they can post by their own. So for testing purpose, I will be posting this same post. So now you can see we have successfully posted from our doctor. From here, they can also like or comment on their own post. The doctors can also save their post from here. From save tips, the doctors can see all the save tips from here. Now let's go to our admins page. From admin side, in their dashboard, they can see various informations like today's appointments, today's prescriptions, total patients, and total doctors. They can also see the latest appointments. Also, they will be able to see top 3 doctors from here. After their home page, they have emailing service. From emailing service, they can send email to all the doctors or all the patients or both the patients and doctors. For testing purpose, we will be mailing to all doctors. Now, if we click on send email, it will email to all doctors. Here we can see the alert is email sent successfully. Now let's check our doctor's care Gmail. Now from our doctor's care Gmail, we'll be able to see that we have sent the email to all doctors email. Now you can see we have five active users, and we have sent our email to all 5 active doctors. Now let's go to our doctor's dashboard. Now after emailing service, the admins can also see all the appointment logs. From here, they can also see the patient's logs, and they can also view from here. After prescription log, they can see all the patients lists from here. Here, they can edit any patient, they can enable or disable any account or edit any informations. So we can see it is edited successfully, or they can delete any account. Let's say we are deleting this. Now we can see the patient is deleted successfully. From doctors list, here we can see all the doctors list. Like as patients list, you can also delete account, disable or enable, or delete any doctors account. Let's say we want to delete this account. Let's click on this account, and we are seeing that the doctor has been deleted successfully. At last, from earning page, we can see all the earnings from our applications. Here we can see total earnings, 2 days earnings, last 7 days earnings, and last 30 days earnings. Here we can also see the growth percentage. Now, in the recent appointments, we can see all the recent appointment logs. From here, in the user category, we'll be able to see the user's percentage from user category chart. In the doctor type statistics, we'll be able to see the doctor types percentage. From here, we can see there are two types of doctors currently, which is skin is 60% and pediatrics is 40%. From monthly income, we can see all the monthly incomes details in our bar chart. So that's all for the project demonstration. In the next part, I'll be demonstrating our project's structure and code review. So first of all, in our Doctor's Care Spring Boot application, there are many directories, but we have written our Spring Boot application inside src/main/java/com.example.doctorscare Spring Boot application. Here we have done all the backend stuff. In the resources, we have done all the front-end stuff. Like inside templates, you'll be able to see we have written all the HTML files here. And in the static, we have written all the CSS, images, and JavaScript files here. First of all, let's look at our templates. In our templates, we have written base.html so that we can reuse this base. Like if we give an example, we have reused this base as to not so that we don't need to rewrite the navbar and the sidebar. So here you will be able to see outside the doctors, error, patients, and admin folder. There we have some pages like doctor sign up, forgot password, index.html, login.html, patient sign up, terms and conditions, and verified status. Excluding verified status, the others are for all kind of users. To access these files, the patients or the users don't need to log in into their account. Inside patient, they have all the HTML files are available here, which they will be able to access when they logged into their account. Like as patient, the doctor's directory has also many pages, and these HTML pages will be accessed by logged in into their account. At last, in the admin, there are also some pages like doctor sign up, forgot password, index.html, login.html, patient sign up, terms and conditions, and verified status. Excluding verified status, the others are for all kind of users. To access these files, the patients or the users don't need to log in into their account. In the admin, there are also some pages, and these pages are accessible when the admins are logged in into their account. At last, we have added some custom error pages which codes are available here. Now we have done all the backend stuff inside this folder. So let's review our folder, what are in there and what we have done in there. Inside configuration, there we can see there are 4 packages like SSL commerce folder or a commerce folder. This folder is used to configure our SSL wireless sandbox setup. Inside there we have configured many things to use the SSL wireless payment gateway. In the email sender we have a service so that we can send the email to any email address using this service using SMTP. In the string security, we have configured our string security here. Here you will be able to see that here we have configured which role can access which page or which roles cannot access which page. We have configured many stuffs inside this package. At last, we have WebSocket. We have used WebSocket to create chatting service so that the doctors and patients can talk with each other using this WebSocket. After the configuration file, we have controllers here. Here in the home controller, there are many functions like patient sign up or doctor sign up, login, and etc. Inside patient, there are all controllers of patient. Like patient, inside doctor, there are all controllers of doctors, which doctors usually use. And inside admin, there are all controllers of admin. And within these controllers, there are many mappings like get or post mappings just to redirect those users to different pages. After controller, there is DAO. These DAO packages is used to use the Hibernate JPA repository so that we can access a database by using our own query. So DAO is used for data access object. After DAO, there is DTO. This DTO package is used to as a data transfer object. We have used this DTO just to get the data from the view. In the entity, there are all available entities that is used in the database. So every of these classes are entities in the database. That's all for the project's structure, and we have also a configuration that is in resources application.properties. Here we have configured our database, and we have also configured here our Hibernate, and also we have configured our email service here. So that's all of my presentation part. I hope that you will enjoy our project. Also, I appreciate your patience for watching the full video. Thanks for being with us.